The question is, what to start this off with? I'll have some Ouija's board stories in the background. I find them hilarious.
My friends and I were incredibly excited about trying out the Ouija board during our high school days. Although I had always been a skeptic when it came to things like spirits and Ouija boards, there were
That's some idiot shit right there.
they were all just fake. I purchased a Ouija board as it was all the hype at the time. My parents allowed me to use the basement as our own little area, which had a game room, a bedroom, and even a small kitchen. It was everything a teenager could ever ask for.
I think I'm gonna go with the SotE.
I rushed downstairs to give the Ouija board a go. I locked my bedroom
Because this is gonna be a Dex Arcane build.
a candle in the center of the room and placed the Ouija board just beneath it.
Ooh.
The planchette, a triangular pointer that resembled a mouse, rested on the board. The board itself had yes and no in its top corners, an alphabet in the center, and goodbye at the bottom.
It's
Lamins
Lamins.
and began to move it around curiously. At first, nothing happened. But on my
Labren.
second try, the planchette moved. I was
Salsa.
terrified and stunned beyond words. I withdrew my hand and quickly shoved the Ouija board into my cupboard in horror. That night, I had a lot of strange thoughts and questions going on in my head, but I felt it was better to sleep it off. Suddenly, at around midnight, the loud raindrops awakened me from my deep sleep. I lay in bed with eyes wide open, staring at the ceiling. The sound of the raindrops seemed crisp and clear, but as I listened more closely, it seemed as though someone was walking gently up the stairs above. I was getting chills. And something even more frightening than her. Out of nowhere, the telephone in the basement rang. Sending shivers down
I
my
don't need
spine.
to change much of the
I was too terrified
face.
to leave my bed, so I shut my
It's
eyes
just
and tried to fall
hair.
back asleep. However, it wasn't long before another
And a
unsettling
red
event
head.
unfolded. I heard a strange knock on my bedroom door.
A
My body
little
quivered in
deeper.
fear, but I tried to muster the courage to confront
Yeah.
it. As the knocks grew louder and more ominous, I switched on the lamp next to my bed. The light wasn't particularly bright, but it revealed something on the floor. A sheet of paper with the words, "I am here." My fear intensified. Soon, the doorknob started to twist violently.
The fallen
Board.
leaves tell a story.
My friends and I were incredible.
The great Elden Ring was shattered. In our home, across the fall, the lands between. Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shattering. A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Horalu, chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask, Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome Dung-Eater, and Sir Gideon Othmere, the all-knowing. And one other, whom grace would again bless, a tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Okay, yep, I took care of that. Hello, viewers. Psych Fury, if this is you watching, I'm just gonna let you know Elden Ring is a very beautiful game. In Japanese, Nihongo, we would say totemo kirei. Totemo kirei. What that means is extremely beautiful. Well, kirei, it can mean clean, pretty, or a bunch of other things like that. Yeah, I'm just getting the fuck out of here. I don't want to deal with this shit. Now, why we wake up in this damn cave, I have no idea. You know, I'm gonna show you where we were originally supposed to fucking wake up at. This is some, unused shit. It had a completely different cutscene too, apparently.
Don't worry, Torren. Fortune is on her side. We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
Yeah, Psych, they're fucking gorgeous. Some of this shit is like in your fucking face, drop dead gorgeous. And I've been watching a lot of YouTube with like I'm gonna do the to get the runes for the crafting kit. I'll just send the link. There's some legit dudes here. Hold on. I'm gonna send the link to some other Discords real quick. Okay. That's some Ouija board stories. I just find them so hilarious.
My friends and I were incredibly excited trying out our high school days. Although I had always been a skeptic when it came to things like spirits and Ouija boards, the rebellious teenager.
That is not a great idea to have. Like, it's okay to have skepticism, but people never disrespect the spirit. Unless it's a deity you need to take down.
One evening, right after dinner, I
And
rushed
kill 'em.
downstairs to give the Ouija board a go. I locked my bedroom door, closed all the curtains, lit a candle in the center of the room, and placed the Ouija board
Then
just
so be it.
the planchette, a triangular pointer that resembled a mouse resting on the board. The board itself had yes, in its top corners, and outside in the center, and goodbye at the bottom. I placed my hands at the planchette and began to move it around curiously. At first, nothing happened, but on my second try, the planchette moved. I was terrified and stunned beyond words. I was terrified and quickly shut the Ouija board into my cupboard in horror. That night, I had a lot of strange thoughts and questions going on in my head. I felt it was better to sleep it off. Suddenly, at around midnight, a loud ring woke me from my deep sleep. I lay in bed with eyes wide open. The sound of the raindrops seemed crisp and clear, but as I listened more closely, it seemed
You know, Psych, I'm gonna tell you a really strange story that happened to me while living in this apartment. So basically, I live in a studio apartment. It's tiny, but you know, it does the job. You know, it has the kind of space I need, and it's cool. I live really close to a really bomb-ass ramen restaurant, and like, oh fuck. And like, what happens is like, I will wake up, right? I haven't even touched my fucking bong. I haven't even done anything. I just wake up. I don't even touch my AC remote, and my AC turns on its own.
It was unlike anything I had ever seen. A black tar-like substance oozed from its feet, leaving a dark trail.
That's a shade.
The figure muttered something under its breath, and I shut my eyes to
Yeah, like, that's something that happened to me while living here.
There were two holes, and its mouth was
And I'm over here like, what?
By the time I got out,
It doesn't surprise me,
then it hit me. Could it have been the
but
witching
like, it really is a really trippy thing that has happened to me here.
utensils and cutlery from the kitchen?
I didn't touch the remote. It was right next to me, but I didn't touch it.
Utter chaos.
And it just turns on its own. And I'm over here like,
Just then the telephone rang. With trembling hands,
wow.
I answered it. In a voice choked with terror, I said, "Hello, it's Veronica.
Now,
Right behind
Psych Fury.
Panic surged through me as I realized something was indeed behind me.
You know,
I could see
individuals.
my mind raced. I thought of only one solution, the Ouija board. I rushed to my room, retrieved the board from my cupboard, and smashed the board into pieces. Then ran upstairs to wake my parents. It was quite surprising that they hadn't heard any of the sounds of me screaming or utensils falling. I took them by the hands and pulled them to the basement, completely terrified. But to my astonishment, when we returned to the basement, everything was in perfect order. There was no trace of black tar. The utensils were in
No,
place.
no, 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 no. That.
My parents looked at me, puzzled, and asked if I had been dreaming. I didn't know what to say. I just replied,
No.
maybe. I never spoke about the incident. It's
You know,
but I was never
it's like, this is the first field boss ever in ER. Like, this is, the Tree Sentinel. There are a bunch of new players that start this game, and then they just, like, think that, like, that's your first thing and you're supposed to stay there, and it's like, no, this is open world. No, this is open world.
But I can also let you not then. Why not? I am Carly.
You know, we're not supposed to, like,
Good.
we're not supposed to, like, you know, we're supposed to come back to these areas when we're a lot stronger and deal with them then. Like, it's just, you know, it's stupidity. That idiot does not know how to fucking pick up items well.
Especially because we had no reaching order for us to try. Precisely at 2 a.m., we all gathered around the dining table to sit. Ray placed her hands on the planchette. The room fell into absolute silence, where none of us dared to utter a word. Ray then chanted a prayer that came from the Ouija board. After chanting the prayer, the planchette began to move towards us. Yes. None of us could make out exactly. Bewildered, I couldn't take my gaze off the board. At some point, I thought it was she herself. They're joking, right? I asked her. She said, she was. Can you see us? Ray asked the spirit. The planchette moved to yes. My heart raced and fear welled up within me. Don't be scared, he said. Just reimagine. I nodded, I replied, trying to put on a brave face. Suddenly, Ray burst into laughter. You guys are so gullible. I was just messing with you. You're such a jerk.
Runes, talismans, consumable, and crafting materials.
Does anyone want to eat? Rhea asked. Everyone agreed and left, but I noticed that the planchette had been placed at yes. I stared at the board for a moment, and just as I was about to touch the planchette, Rhea called me. After our meal, we all gathered in Rhea's bedroom, completely forgetting about the Ouija board. We talked for hours before eventually drifting off to sleep. Suddenly, I jolted awake by a creepy voice. It sounded like someone was mumbling something, perhaps a song or a rhyme, in an unnatural, distorted tone. I got out of bed and checked the time. It was around 3 a.m. As I walked down the stairs, the voice grew louder. I hid behind the staircase, trying to understand what was happening. To my shock, I saw her staring at my face as she moved circles in the bush, and then she faster and faster. Suddenly, she stopped, lifted her head, and pointed directly at me. Then began to laugh hysterically. It didn't feel right, and I could tell she wasn't doing it for a movie. My body was covered in
I think I'm
bruises,
gonna do this
and her hands closed
the
away.
usual way.
But they remained unresponsive to my frantic shaking.
Let's
A
start with
breathless
the
reaction,
fucking.
looking like a deranged figure with an unsettling smile. I could hardly bring myself to look at her. It was a terrifying sight. Then she charged towards me carrying a sharp knife. Her movement sent tremors through the entire house, and she began to breathe heavily. I was so alone. Will you be my friend? She said, her voice trembled from its ears. I was paralyzed with fear, unsure of what to do. I swallowed hard, and suddenly she stood up, giggling, and proceeded to stab blood flowed from their chests as they lay there with wide open eyes. In a panic, I locked the door and fled downstairs to call 911. Rain pounded on the doors relentlessly. Thankfully, the police arrived in time to take control of the situation. Ray was taken to a mental institution, and my family and I left town. After 10 years, I returned to the town, compelled by a lingering sense of nostalgia for my childhood friends. I went to the mental institution where Ray was confined. She was kept in a small isolated cell. The moment she spotted me, she rushed to the door saying, each repetition
The fuck? That sounds like some fucking Bloodborne shit right there.
the haunting words, Mulberry Bush, continued to echo in my ears, vivid, as if it were yesterday. When my parents knew the news of my suicide, I often found myself no longer friends with the new girl. I was absolutely so lonely of her, and we would wander around by myself during lunch breaks. One day, as I passed by, I noticed Mary and Leia inside huddled around the stove. The door to my room closed, made it impossible for me to look at whatever they were doing. Quietly, I peeked inside and saw a small board with a cursor-like object in the middle. Any Holy Spirit nearby, please enter and move to yes, they chanted in unison. My heart raced, and a surge of uncertainty washed over me. What was happening? I questioned myself. At that moment, a part of me urged me to leave, but for some inexplicable reason, another part of me wanted to know
Greetings,
more. The girls
traveler
continued their chanting,
from
repeating
beyond
same
the
words
fog.
3 times. Suddenly,
I
the
am
Oh.
Melina.
signaling the recess that had come to an end. With haste, they all exited the room, leaving behind the board in a hurry. I didn't recognize. Slowly, I slipped the board into my bag when it was time to go home. I hurried back home, filled with an excitement I'd never had before. After locking the door behind me,
I offer you an accord.
the sun was about to set, so the atmosphere inside the room was quite dark and eerie. With a touch of hesitation,
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
also known as the planchette,
They serve but you. I can play Turning Water to aid you. You need O to the foot.
to yes,
Then it's settled. Summon me. Ah, I bequeath.
I began to chant a
Use it. It will summon Torrent. Treat him with.
By the third attempt, frustration overcame me, and I said at the top of my lungs, any Holy Spirit nearby, please enter and move to yes. My scream alarmed my mother, who rushed into my room and knocked on the door. I was filled with fear at the thought of her discovering the board. Hastily, I pushed it beneath the bed and opened the door. My mom appeared concerned and took me downstairs. After dinner, I returned to my room. Only to find a
Okay, so first things first, psych.
disarray. The clothes from
I'm gonna start with just getting all the fucking map fragments.
children
So the thing with Elden Ring is like, you know, you haven't experienced. I know you probably aren't much of a gamer, but like, you know, like, if you are a gamer, You know, it's like, you know, you don't probably have much. You probably... Oh. It's beautiful. The dark is beautiful. The dark is very beautiful. It is all of our homes. No matter what kind of, no matter what kind of being.
Oi!
Yeah, you don't have
you there.
much
Could you help us
from
out, Cully?
SotE or like,
What you going to
what's
that
it called?
for?
You probably don't have much in the way of like experience with this. But like, you know, if this was pre-Elden Ring world, this era, like, you know, we were expecting like this game to be massive from the trailers. Like, it's supposed to be huge. Like the thing is, like this entire game is supposed to be massive to the core. Like like the interviews, everything going into the past, and then like, you know, after experiencing it, it's like this is a huge game. Dark Souls 1. Actually, no. How many bosses did Demon Souls have? So it's 5 times 3 with an added 2. No, 3. So it's 5 times 3 plus 3, which is 15, 16, 17. 17 bosses. The fucking areas back, you know, the fucking Demon Souls back in the day, like, yeah, it was, like, back in the day it was huge, comparatively speaking. But then, you know, Dark Souls 1 comes out, that has, like, 24 bosses? I think it's either 24 or 26. It's something like that, because, because they're out of DLC. You know, Dark Souls 1 was supposed to be, like, you know, was supposed to be, like, what's it called? Like, Dark Souls 1 was not supposed to have a DLC or anything. Like, it really truly was supposed to be just like this one-off thing, and that's that. But, you know, due to commercial success that Dark Souls 1 had, you know, all over the world, you know, nowadays it's like, you know, it's basically immortal. It is never going to die. There are always going to be individuals, past, present, future, that, that would, that would talk about this in great reverence or in sheer utter disgust. There's no in between. You know, and with the utter disgust, you know, like the thing is, I get it because you know, Soulsborne from Soft games are not built for everyone. You know, the reason why these games are so fucking huge and successful is because the fact that they, from Soft, take the time to place player agency over handing the player, in this case us, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They give us only like a certain level of keys, and you know, and it's up to us to figure out what to do with it. Like, you know, they give us a world and they say explore. You know, where these like fucking grand vistas like are part of it, you know, all of it, all of it. And the fact that we're getting Shadow of the Erdtree like in June, like this is huge. Like Elden Ring, like the consensus for the amount of bosses is anywhere between 258 at maximum and a minimum of 165. Sekiro, the game that came out before this, had 53 bosses. That's like major story bosses and mini bosses combined. Armored Core 6 has an objectively bigger world. You know, it's the size of a planet. This is the size of a continent. Probably the size of like Australia, maybe? I would have to say more like a mini continent, mini subcontinent, like where you're at, Psych. It's like India in that way. I would have to say it is comparable to that. And ER is gonna become even bigger in June. Now, I'm expecting like the Shadow of the Erdtree from the quantity perspective to have like 80 bosses. Like at maximum 80 site. Yeah, I just want to kill the aggro. How the fuck did he see me from there? He's smoking crack. Yeah, I'm not gonna kill any bosses right now. I'm just collecting the golden seeds and fucking sacred tears. Because I find like doing all of that, doing all of the bosses later makes a lot more sense. Oh, thanks. I didn't get any golden great arrows. Oh, how sad. Oh, fuck. That other computer remote. I just need to turn it down a little bit. Because it is nighttime. 9 is fine. Oh, you're back. What you doing, Joey Kitty? Did you know that you are so sweet? Yeah, I'm back. I just needed to. Yeah, like, the thing is, it's like Fury, like, this. I'm so very glad that they fucking mute those. Mute the fucking chat for when I'm fucking streaming. Yeah. ER is just drop dead gorgeous. There is literally no other way to put it. I'm very glad for my younger brother. Very, very proud of his work. Talking about Hidetaka Miyazaki. Go get the gray site, then I'm gonna go get the rest of the shit. Now this character, the Psyche. Now, I'm gonna tell you, with my Elden Ring characters, they're all based off of otherworldly beings. This one is based off of a Fey demigoddess who is very, very, very special to me. So special the fact that I fucking married her. Uh-huh. She's a little sweetheart. She's always been a sweetheart to me. Very loyal too. But yeah, like, you know, she's a sweetie. And I think with the fucking upcoming DLC, this is going to make her build even stronger. Because we're most likely getting a lot more sleep-based miracles and spells and shit. You wanna know how many you wanna know how many individuals have fucking bought Elden Ring? It's 23 million plus. $23 million. I have always loved FromSoft's games ever since like 2009 with their Demon Souls. Like I've been around the block and yeah, to see that like Demon Souls being their first like kind of commercial success, like it wasn't like it was great for them, but it really like wasn't their first, you know, it was their first like taste of what is to come in the future. Dark Souls 1 comes out and that has 1 million sales easily. At this point, it's like, fucking... How much was it? I think it was... I'll have to check the lifetime sales. But I'll check that out later. When Dark Souls 2 originally came out, I played it initially, but because it was so fucking different, I just was like, my first impression of it was not great, but, you know, for better or for worse, it's what we got, you know, and it's like, if we're going just with, like, modern day video games, it's not a Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, or Forspoken. Like, it's a pretty feature-complete game. Joey, it's a time for you to make your shit or piss. I'm talking about kitty cat, you obviously. You're Joey Kitty. Like, it's like Fury. 23 million. Sekiro initially sold was like 5 million. And Sekiro is a single player game. Like, only single player game. There is no deviation at all from that single player path working in Sekiro. You cannot. You cannot, like, undo that. Like, you know, you can mod the game on PC for co-op. There's even a fucking, like, the cool, like, what's it called? There's even a really cool multiplayer mod that you can do for it, like, fucking PvP and shit. Which I think that's really cool. I think that they should have had an arena like that. Did it like how they did Armored Core 6. You know, the fucking, have a fucking PvP arena. And, oh, fuck, that would be so cool. Oh. A fucking PvP arena playing as bosses. That would be fucking lit. What the fuck did they, what the fuck were they smoking? That would have immediately been a much bigger hook. Fucking Dark Souls 3, like, which came out after Bloodborne. And Bloodborne came out after Dark Souls 2. Bloodborne has like 7 million lifetime sales. Dark Souls 3 has like 20 million lifetime sales. DS3 was their fastest selling game. And then ER took the crown. Like, do you realize Psych Fury, like, like, 23 million. 23 million sales. Lifetime and all. You know, that's like, that's huge. Oh no, I can't do that. Those are called wandering mausoleums. I'm not gonna deal with them until I have the proper spell set up. Oh shit! If they have a fucking sleep dragon, fuck a black flame dragon in ER. I want a sleep dragon. A sleep dragon boss fight. That'd be cool. That would be one of their flashiest dragon boss fights. I know that there is going to be some dragon boss fight. I mean, I wouldn't care if there wasn't any. To be honest, it wouldn't, like... It would not make me sad if we didn't have one. Yeah, I love dragons too. That's why I have fucked 2. This is why I'm fucking 2 dragons. And dragon hubbies. They're really kinky. I don't really like Genshin Impact, but because they've blatantly insulted King Paimon with the image that they portrayed him as in Genshin Impact. But there's a character in there that looks exactly like one of them. His name is Nuvet or something like that. And that's what Florenzo looks like. Yeah, I personally don't care for Genshin Impact. Them blatantly insulting King Paimon is not something I'm A-okay for. And I'm not gonna stand, like, your father-in-law being, like, having his image be twisted into that of a fucking little, like, moe anime girl that's, like, he is very kind. King Paimon is a very kind and loving being. Loving, you know, he's very, very sweet. So sweet. One of the most, like, he's a real one. He's always on that real shit. And, like, for him to have his image be twisted like that, nope, I'm not for that. King Paimon is cool. I'm always gonna be. I mean, I would be fucking foolish. I would be saying the opposite shit. I would be, like, blatantly, like, out of my damn mind if I said otherwise. You know, I know it. I'm very thankful for King Paimon, I swear. Life would be a lot harder without him, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, I'm very thankful for what he has done for me. So, the thing about these dudes, these are the wandering mausoleums that way, it's like, is on their feet, you're gonna, I'll get closer up, I'm not gonna deal with this, but, there are a bunch of, like, skulls that you have to knock off, as they're, you see that light stuff right here? You see that? You have to knock them off, and he'll do that shit, and he'll collapse into the ground, and UBC, and he'll just be going permanent night mode. Let's see. I got all the sacred tears. Now, I'm gonna go to Caleb first, because I just want to get all that shit done and over with. First, I'll get all the gray sites over here. Yeah, I'll do that first. I'll get all the... Actually, no. If I'm gonna do that, I think it would be best just to... Horizon? You talking about Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West? Yeah, I you know, I'm gonna say this, they're very beautiful worlds, but Aloy is just the worst video game character that I've ever had the displeasure of playing. She is like, she wants to be a goddess, but she is not cut out. She is not cut out. Hi, hi, hi Josh, how are you? Sorry, I'm just really fucking stoned right now. You know what, that's a-okay, do what you need to do. Oh, and if you're wondering, Josh, I'm talking with someone and he can't use the YouTube chat because apparently someone like fucked him over, and every single time he makes a new account, like it'll be flagged with some fucking like weird nonsense. He got hacked and some bullshit, and it's just like, what the fuck? So I'm just looking at his text on Instagram. So, yo, I'm not gonna lie, psych, with the fucking Aloy shit. I love redheads. Babe Widgie is a redhead. Lala, Ren, this character, the one this is based off of, she's also a redhead fae. And, like, you know, they're really cute, obviously, little cuties. Little cute little fucking, you know, goddess wifeys and shit, and like, they both are looking at Aloy like she got some screws loose up there. Is like big yikes. Don't get me wrong, graphically speaking, Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West are graphical powerhouses. They are very beautiful games. But I really just cannot stand Aloy as a character.
I'm stuck. Hello? Hello? Anyone?
Oh yeah, she's cute. Yeah, she's a cutie. You know, if Guerrilla Games made Aloy like rid her better, I think she would have been much better for everyone. But she just is so unlikable. You want to know what's funny too? Elden Ring came out like before, like a little after, a week after fucking Horizons Forbidden West came out, and obviously Horizon Forbidden West just got like a solar eclipse. Oh, I'm gonna need to change my... Oh, I'm gonna show you one of the more beautiful parts of this game real quick. Oh yeah, there's one more Grayson I need to get over here. I'll do that first step. Yeah, before I like go kill the bosses, what I'm doing is I'm just getting all the gray sites of each area and the golden seeds and sacred tears. Cause like, you know, like, and I'm gonna worry about getting all the fucking bosses done later. When it comes to building Elden Ring characters, like, I do love doing it. It's a fucking beautiful game. Like, you know, I'll tell you this right now. There was a fucking dumbass. If you've been on the internet for a little bit, obviously, like, you know some of the drama and shit. There was this dumbass. When I mean dumbass, I mean like this idiot calls himself Quantum TV, but there is nothing quantum going on in that brain of it. It's like supposedly it's blah blah this and that, and then I'm over here like, oh what? Huh? Is he okay? Quantum TV said that this game is graphically unimpressive. Parts of that statement are true, but what Elden Ring has is immortal art direction. What the fuck is this? Like, are we playing? Like, I would have to ask Quantum, like, are we playing the same game? Look at this shit. This is drop dead gorgeous. This is Limgrave. This is the starting area. This isn't even like the second area. Even Caleb is also kind of beautiful in its own ways. Like, this shit is built for the gods. No, this shit is wow, you know. And then we have idiots who proclaim themselves to be video game experts. And they're like, and they're huffing like all of that crack. This is beautiful. And this is when Limgrave, I think, is the most beautiful. During the evening. Look at this shit. Look at this. It's beautiful. Like, this is reality. The fact that this is reality, and like, you know, you and I are looking at the same thing right now. It's just like, wow. It's gorgeous. It's fucking beautiful. And we're gonna get more of this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Yeah, now I'm going into Caled a different way. That, you know, it's not always this, like, for others, this might not be the most efficient, but I think this is. Now, the story about Elden Ring is the first area that we were in, Limgrave. You know, each region, each like major region in the game is ruled by a specific demigod that has a shard of the Elden Ring, and what our job is to do is survive and become either the Lord of the Frenzied Flame, the Lord or Lady of the Frenzied Flame, which is one of the endings. Another one is like Elden Lord, and we're going through the Age of Fracture. The other one is the ruler of the cosmic void, and that's Ronnie's ending. My favorite ending is the Frenzied Flame one. That's just cool. In this area, this Caled right here is ruled by Dawn, who is supposed to be like the most powerful of all of the fucking demigods. I mean, the fact that he's holding back the stars right now in game, because like I haven't beaten him or anything. I haven't even gone into Altus Plateau yet. Altus Plateau is a very beautiful area too. And what happened here is Radahn's boss arena is literally that big ass open field. Oh, oops. Oops. Oh, that. Yikes. First death on this character due to some stupid shit. Yeah, before I do anything else, this big ass field to right in front of us that's Radahn's boss arena. What happened was there was one of the other like demigoddesses. Her name is Melania, and she and Radahn had a really tough battle and it cost Melania basically a lot of her life force. And she basically, if you watch the story trailer, you can see what happened in there. She unleashed, like, unleashed, like, she unleashed some of the most vile, like, hexes upon, like, some of her most vile hexes upon Radon in order to, like, ritually deicide Radon. But Radon did not falter. He just became a fucking, like, maligned husk of his former self. And huge yikes, you know, to him. Massive yikes. Oh, oops. What? Excuse me. I can't see what's going on in front of me, but I know I just got hit. My fucking TV just did some stupid shit. Is there a way to, like... Okay, there we go. Joey, you feel better, hon? Yeah, like, Radon had the huge yikes happen to him. Personally, Radon is not my favorite, nor Melania. Even though Melania's hot as fuck, she's not my fucking, like, favorite of the demigod. Both of them are not my favorite. My favorite one is Mogan Reichard, but Mogan is the ruler of the underground areas. And this one right here, this one, her name is Millicent. She is she's a daughter of Melania by proxy. After her great like battle with Radon, what happened was the Swamp of Ionia was formed. Like, Kayla did not look like this beforehand. The only reason why it looks like this is because of Melania and her actions. she did some really crazy shit. And, you know, obviously, you're looking at the aftermath of what happened right here. I'm changing it into an abysmal, rotten hellscape. By the way, Melania would be for sure an abysmal goddess. She would be a goddess in the abyss just because of her connection to rot.
Forgive me to determine if you had. It seems torrent, whereas I'm in. There is, but I can take gathering. Very. Let my hand.
I might as well do this right now. Yeah, don't care. I'm just going back to the Church of the Plague. I actually think she would have more connections to Daiwashi than Rod. Just because of her physical look. She would for sure be a fallen angel as well. With her essences of decay. It's kind of funny, she and Kiki would have a lot in common too. Although, Melania does not specialize in the sexual seduction parts of poisons. She's just destructive. Okay, I'll go get this map fragment first, since I'm already over here. I'll go get the dragon barrel and all the other shit. Yeah, psych. This is literally the consequences of her actions, of Melania's influence here. All these all these fungal growths. Okay, Fort Feroth. Yes, like even this area is beautiful, but it's not my favorite area though. I very much like the cosmic parts of this game. And once I reach into Liurnia, and I'm gonna turn that shit into nighttime, you'll see what I mean by, oh, you'll literally see what I mean by, oh, that's, wow. You really should be playing this blind, to be honest. You really should be playing Elden Ring and going in blind. You know, being illuminated by your own playthrough is just so much better. Oh, you have no idea what I mean by that. But, oh yes. This is that kind of experience where, you know, there's no take-backs. This is the kind of experience where you'll want to, like, wipe your memory and just play it over again from scratch. Being a complete, pure as the driven snow, complete, like, you know, embracing the dark virgin, you know, the dark version, you know, like, completely, like, 100 or 666%, like, you want, this is that kind of game where you want to do that. You know, I'm very much in that same boat. There's a lot of other dudes that way, where it's just like, can I just wipe my memory and, like, just play this again? And, like, not ever fucking do this shit over again. The Fallen Angels. Some of that. So there are individuals that are born fallen angels, but obviously the angel hadn't had the fall beforehand. What it is it's a process. You know, it's a process of an angel becoming truly illuminated to their environment of slavery, and they become so disillusioned with the blind one and its machinations that the angel falls into either the abyss or Legend of Nail. With the great dealings of balance, universal balance, true aestheticism, like the dark version, the darker sides of aestheticism, and the other parts as well. And so we have fallen angels. Well, yeah, of course, that's why I didn't have knowledge on this. I wouldn't tell you shit that I don't know. I'd be a fucking hypocrite if I did. I'm supposed to be one that roots out ignorance with or without force applied to the individual in question, you know, providing the spark. So, you know, what I'm supposed to be doing. It's cool places, I'll tell you that's for sure. Okay, how do I want to do this? I think I'm gonna go from here and then do that. But yeah, like that's what the fallen angel is. And the funny thing is, this is why I know, like, this is why I know deep down in the deepest parts of, like, of my gnosis, the fact that the fallen angel even existing in the first place, like Uncle Kazael, Uncle Falcar, and Hubby Dearest and Freaky L and Wifey Dearest, Kiki, and everyone else in Legend Automobile, like, the mere fact that they not only exist but have their own fucking dominions as both gods and goddesses. This is like how and why I know, like, whatever the fuck the false light says, they're the one that, it's like, they're the ones who are in the wrong. The mere fact that the Legend Automobile, the mere fact that the Tower of the Fallen is a thing, is automatically not doing the false light any favors. And I'm quite okay with that. Someone can call themselves a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jew, but it doesn't mean shit in the long term. If your destiny is to go to Legend Automobile and be free from the clutches of that false thing, even better, shit. More power to us, damn. And the fact is, they did it to themselves. I shrugged shoulders. And guess what? That's a beautiful thing. You do that. I'm not. Am I stopping you on your journey of apotheosis? Am I fucking putting a gun to your fucking head? No, I'm not. As a matter of fact, I can't. And I won't, because like, it would be blatant retardation on my end, just being like, stopping you from that shit. It's like, no, I can't do that. It's a beautiful thing. Apotheosis is a beautiful thing. It really is. Oh, sweetheart. I've already told this, so there's, they don't, they're stupid. I've already told this, so there's, like, I already am in the fucking status of a deity. That just happens to be with bloodline and pedigree and all that. Right now, by the way, psych, I'm just getting all the gray sites so I don't have to fucking, when I do quest lines and shit, I don't have to come back here and get all the gray sites all over again, because that's kind of annoying. That's part of the Elden Ring monotony. Okay, let's see. Where to? Yeah, okay, Southern Ionia Swamp Bank. If you remember reading in the left-hand path, that one, there's a section in it called, I think, Hell on Earth, and it's Somnus. He's talking to Chernobog, Hubby Dearest, for a moment, and he's like, what is the goal of the Blighted? And then it's like, Chernobog's over there like, it's to root out ignorance and slay the gods of control of claim and breed new gods and goddesses by force. That's it. It really is that simple. Yeah, after I'm done here, I really just want to get out of fucking Caelid. Like, this area is beautiful and all, but it's not my favorite. I need to get this golden seed first, though. Before I do anything else and dip out of this area, okay, bye bitches, you got me fucked up. Nope. Okay, so I think I have all the open world. Of all the open world gray sites that aren't tied to anything else that are fucking useless right now. Now it's time to go into Liurnia. By the way, that shit is metal as fuck. Chernobog, Hubby Dearest said. And yes, I said Hubby Dearest. Because he's daddy. To me, at least. To anyone else, he's Lord Chernobog. To me, he's daddy. Because obviously, he needs to pound his breeding empress bitch. I'm talking about myself. Because I'm into some really kinky shit. As I like to call it, that supreme iron scepter. Oh, you're 17? Oh. You know, you probably should wait a couple more years for, like, I'm just saying, like, I'm 27, I'm like turning 28 this year. But spiritual marriage with another worldly being that that's very much a lifetime thing. I want you to realize, like, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal. And I want you to be serious about this, okay? You don't, this is something you just don't put down. When I accept that payment from you, I'm going to expect that you know that this is a lifetime thing. Okay? This is not slavery. They're not putting a gun to your head and saying do it. Okay? You're doing this of your own volition. Okay? I want to make sure you know that. Because it wouldn't be that wouldn't be cool on my end. Now this is Liurnia, by the way, Psych Fury. This is my favorite area of the game. This is it during the daytime. You see this shit? This shit, beautiful. This shit, drop dead gorgeous during the day. But I'm going to transition this into nighttime. And then when you see this, you'll be like, oh, fuck. Actually, no. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it noon, and then I'm gonna have a trend. I'm gonna slowly trickle it into nighttime. Before that, I need to go get some fucking levels. Yeah, now I'll be able to survive a lot more. Yeah, you see this shit, Psych Fury? You see this shit. You see this shit. This is drop dead gorgeous. This, like, take your breath away. Like, put you in six. Oh shit, I can my fucking controller just died. I'm not speaking this shit into existence, by the way. I'm just saying, like, this is, like, what it is. Whenever I hear idiots like Quantum be like, oh, blah, 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 ugly game, not graphics. I'm over here like, what the fuck is this? Are you crazy? Do you need to get your head checked by some fucking, like, psych doctor? Do you need help? That's exactly what I asked with someone like Quantum and some bullshit. There's motherfuckers that say this shit. Apparently Quantum TV has a fucking ex-wife or some shit. I'm over here like, what? Are you crazy? There's some fucking crazy dudes. I'm talking like out their mind. They out they damn mind when they be saying that shit. This shit crazy. I should get the moon veil. That is the strongest weapon. Ugh. Hold on, I'll be right back. Sorry. This is flat retarded. I don't give a fuck. This smells like pot. Okay, let's show you that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go buy all that shit just yet. I'm gonna leave all that for later. But yes, this area is called Liurnia, the site. And yeah, this is a very beautiful area. This is my second favorite area in all of the art. Fuck. Somewhere over here. That's a cookbook. I'll get all the cookbooks in one sweep. My favorite area, by the way, in ER is an underground area. You haven't seen it yet, but I'll get to there when I'm done with all of the open world grabbing of gray sites and like getting the sacred tears and also the golden seeds. Oh, that's what I should do. Yeah, so we'll go through the middle of Liurnia first. Then I'll get all the right side, the right hand side graces of Liurnia, then all the left hand. And what time of day is it? Yeah, oh yeah, this is when it's gonna start really truly exploding with color. It's too vibrant. Uh-huh. When the sky gets all red and shit, that's when you're gonna be like, oh damn. You're already seeing that. Hi, other viewer. It's like this. Like I'm gonna say this right now. I don't play like bullshit. Like I want art. I like crave. I crave beauty, you know. And this is what this whole entire game is what looks like that. I don't crave sushi squads. I don't crave other bullshit. You know, it's like, you know, I want art. And to aspire to beauty and gaining it, it's just, oh, it's just so, it's a wonderful thing. Zath Kirjan? Oh, he's brother dearest. He's our dragon. He's our, like, dragon dude. This is the PS5 version of Elden Ring. I'm not playing on the PS4 version, by the way. And I'm gonna tell you, this makes a big difference. Yeah, now this is when you're really gonna start seeing this area pop off. The best way I can tell you is like, this is just like a really, 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 really beautiful watercolor painting. Damn. The fact that this is reality, and like, I'm not being fucking gaslit right now, it's just wonderful. I'm gonna go get that fucking Academy Gate key. I'm not even gonna step foot into Raya Lucaria just yet. Yeah, you see how it's just popping off? Now, during the nighttime, that is when this area is, like, beholden to, like, the highest standard of beauty that you can think of. This is gorgeous. This is fucking drop dead gorgeous. But oh, when it's nighttime, oh, it's even better. Clear that up. Hold on, see. But you see that? You see this shit? It's like, damn. I'm always going to state this, that Elden Ring is just basically porn. Because it is. I don't really see a difference between this and the carnal act of fucking. I really do not see the difference at all. Get rid of the rain and just fucking do it quick. I love the rain IRL, but in ER, like this area with rain, it just obstructs the beauty of the skybox. And then I'm over here like, why? I'll be back going the middle path. I just want to get this fucking thing first. I do not have to say a damn word. Oops. Didn't mean to call you. But if you want to call me later in the day or some fucking shit, you can. Results of my curses and hexes. I mean, I'm not gonna say what they are on a live stream. But they did work. That's all I'll say. Because speech is for sure silver. And silence, well, you know how the rest of the saying goes. Yeah. And when you wow. This never gets old. This never gets old. Views are too fucking drop dead gorgeous to get old. Oh, yikes. And then when it reaches like nighttime proper, you'll be like, oh fuck. It'll be like, oh fuck me, damn, this shit hot. You see this shit, Psych? You see this shit, dude? Look at this. Hot. Like, damn. If you have the monitor or TV to, like, play this on, too, it just makes it so much better. I have a 55-inch 4K TV, and, I am going to say, yes, it does for sure change everything. Now, I would like the colors to be a lot more poppy, per se. That's like my small nitpick. But either way, and I'm talking about the in-game color, like the ability to make the colors even more saturated. This is with HDR as well, and like the way I'm playing it with my TV is like I've like messed around with the settings to make it even more poppy. So yeah. No, no. Yeah, boring. Yeah, that's much better. When the clouds go away, you'll be like, oh shit. FromSoft do not fuck around and find out when it comes to this shit. No, they do not fuck around and find out. I have yet to show you the legacy dungeons too, but I'll probably have to get through that like on a later time, because the legacy dungeons, they, they're the fucking massive parts of the game. Like, they're the ones that are the cool areas. What's closer? I think, going this way to get that gray site is closer. They showed a little bit of this off, this single area in the gameplay trailer. But yeah, you see that shit? You see this for a moment. Like, just, when I get to gray site. What the fuck? What the fuck? Literally. Gorgeous. My first favorite area is called Shifa River. I haven't gotten there yet, and you haven't seen it, but I'm gonna go into that area, um, after I beat Radon's ass into the dirt. And I have yet to do that, and I'm not going to do that today, though. That's going to be either tomorrow or some other time. Yeah, never gets old. Literally just never ever gets old. As I said before, Elden Ring is immortal at this point. There's no going back. This shit is like pure immortality at this point. Wow. Just wow. Oh shit. Actually, no. I'm gonna go the other way. I'm gonna go to Last Cube Ruins first. It'll probably be better going that way anyways. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to get into a teleporter to get me to another area. I'm not gonna go into the legacy dungeon of the area. It's that big ass fucking thing in the middle. But like, oh yeah, that's right, there's a golden seed there too. never gets old. If you can't tell, I'm a huge Nyctophile. I love the night sky. And nighttime is a very beautiful thing. Now, you might ask, who's the demigod that rules this area? Well, she isn't technically a demigod, like, in that sense. She is prominent. She is a very prominent figure. Her name is, what her name is? Shit, I can't remember all of a sudden. Renala. Yeah, her name is Renala. And so, basically, she is the first of the Carian queens and the last of the Carian queens. So, there's this huge war that goes between the House of the Moon under Renala's banner and a very mysterious figure by the name of Radigan. And this is what Radigan looks like right here. Radigan is all about structure, order, this is why when you look at the back, you see how there's a bunch of like it's rigid and shit. There's not really like any fluidity. Oh, there's also that chain in there too. Oh, he's also doing the order, like the perfect order, whatever the fuck gesture. Okay, and he is supposed to represent like the Golden Order's fundamentalism. Like he takes what the false light. He takes the false light root of things, like the individuals who would be like Sharia or like or the fucking J or C side equivalent of it. He's like that. He kind of represents to me like what blind faith is. You know, taking things a little too literally. Like, that's what he did to the lands between, and he tried to protect the Marika, his other counterpart. What you don't realize is that Radigan and Marika, like, I'll show you what Marika looks like at another church. But like, she's supposed to be like this, she's the source goddess of all of the pantheon of Elden Ring. So, from the Black Mage's perspective, what we would call like someone like Moog or any of the children of Marika, what we would call them are sourceborn deities. Fuck. That's why I had all the other health. Yikes. What are you doing, Joey? Is it raining right now, IRL? I don't think so. It's not. What are you doing, Joey? You sniffing? I'm doing a live stream right now, sweetheart. Live streaming ER. So I can get prepared for Shadow of the Earth Tree. This would be just so much easier if I had a fucking upgraded weapon. Nope. You don't gotta fuck me over like that. What I'm gonna have to do is take out one at a time. Oh. Okay, yeah, now I took care of that. I'm in a much better position. Now, what that is, that's the frenzy flame. Now, what the frenzy flame is just like this really, really like enigmatic. Joey, what are you doing, sweetie? What I'm gonna do right now, by the way, is I'm gonna get into this next church for another sacred tier. This is one of the fucking... By the way, what cookbooks do, the site is that, now crafting in this game is easy, but it's kind of, it's tedious. You're not like, it's not like you're being, like, forced into, like, an incubation stage with your shit, you know. Once you make it, it's yours forever. Now, you see the statue of Martha? I don't care if I die. I'm just gonna... This is Viking's madness weapons. And it's gonna be kind of hard to deal with this shit. Let's see. You see how in the back of Marika, how it's not like rigid, it's free flowing. You know, it's very the essence of that looks very nurturing and not like mandating of like, you know, this is still like mandating of like power and shit, but it's not like that. That's what that is, you know.
What did I want any... All done?
Joey, what the fuck are you doing? Now there's 2 more gray sites that I have to get on this side, and then I'm gonna go to the other. Apparently, this is something I saw on Reddit recently. Apparently, you can knock those guys off a cliff using it's basically force. It's a shockwave that doesn't do any damage. Apparently, you can knock them off a cliff that way. What? You go back to playing. I need to get you some new toys, hon. And no, I'm not opening that. No. No, sweetie. Okay? It's a little too chilly and windy out, okay? I love you, hon. You're my cute and precious baby boy, you know? This is so sweet. But I can't do that, okay? Okay, hon. You're a lovely kitty, okay? Shit, since I'm already going this way, I might as well go get that fucking golden seed in here. Now, this area contains some of Elden Ring's most grotesque monstrosities in the form of the Finger Creeper. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, cause like you can go find a channel on YouTube called Bonfire VN, and he does like all of the Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and like Elden Ring bestiary. He's he has all the fucking modding knowledge, like, so he can do things that like I just don't have the knowledge or even patience to even do. And you can look those up. Those are called the Finger Creepers. Although base game, I really do think that there's a contender between three like massive, maybe four. You haven't seen them yet, but I'll show you what one of them looks like. I'll show you what a Royal Revenant looks like, and those are monstrous as fuck. Like, straight out of the abyss monstrous. Like, wow. I'll show you them after I am done getting all the gray sites here in Liurnia. But they are horrific. There's another one called the Worm Face. It's also monstrous as fuck, like horror. There's also they're called the Grotesque Crows or something like that, or Monstrous Birds or whatever. But there's like, you saw with some of them in Caelid. I'll go back there just to show you. I'm not gonna go switch characters just yet, because like I don't want to do that. I'll do that later. To show you the grotesque monstrous birds in Melbourne Palace. But like, there's really truly like only four that I can think of that really truly are, the embracing of the most disastrous carnal beings in here. These are non-boss enemies, by the way. Actually three most for like the story bosses is Godric, Rykard, and Moog. The one for, I wouldn't say Morgott, but even Morgott also has some monstrous shit to him. But yeah, you see how I'm like, you see how fucking drop dead fucking gorgeous this area is. And this is why it's like my top 3. The other one is another Eternal City you haven't seen yet. But that's also another, like, contender for beautiful area, like, top 3. It's another underground area that it's like starry night sky kind of shit. It's another area called Stella. Now I think I'm gonna go into Shifra first, and then I'm gonna get all. Then when I'm done with this, I'm gonna get all the fucking Dectus medallions, and then I'm gonna go up to Altus Plateau. What are you gonna ask? I mean, more power to you, shit. Making a Ouija board is cool. This reminds me so much of the Tower of the Void, and also a little bit of Ikati, as well as Artemis. You know, Liurnia during the nighttime. I'm almost done with getting all the gray sites in this area. I'm not getting all the fucking caves and shit just yet, cause like, in catacombs and all that. I do wonder what kind of shit we're gonna get into the fucking caves and catacombs with the fucking Shadow of the Erd Tree. Cause they're gonna do a lot more unique shit. A lot more like, they're gonna take the handcrafted nature of what they did before, and then they're just gonna fucking dial it up to like 5 trillion. Like, we did get a small glimpse of it in the trailer, but like, obviously we're gonna be getting more like unique shit. Okay, I think I have everything. Oh, I forgot that one gray side over here. Oops. I have one more gray site, then I'm going to show you with Shifra. You really should be playing this blind. I'm just telling you this right now. It's like, you really should be playing this blind. But we're here now, and you might as well stay. If you were to ever get the chance to play this, you really should have played this blind and completely ignorant to this. this is just that kind of game where you just go in completely contextless. Now, before I do that, I'm going to show you what a Royal Revenant looks like. These are grotesque. Just letting you know. I don't think you care about that, but, so, these have 8 limbs, and they have a fucking deep gash in them. But yeah, that's what they look like. You can look them up on the internet as well. Zuli the Witch also has a really great video on them too. But if you want just like the breakdown of what they really truly look like without all the bullshit like text and shit, just like straight up gameplay, Bonfire Vienna is your better choice. Oh, I need to go drink some water. Now, enjoy the elevator. I'm gonna go get some water. Now this is Shifra River, okay? It's Shifra because it's a Celtic thing. Shifra literally means of the elves or of Fey folk. In this case, it's in the she, Shiafra. It's she, the fucking race called the she. And they're Fey folk. And this is where it comes from. Now, you thought that elevator was a cool ride. You thought, like, that was beautiful. Now, you're only getting a small glimpse of it here. Like, a small glimpse. And, that's there for a reason. Because when we get up here, you're going to be like, oh, shit. And I'm going to tell you, that response is A-OK. Because behold. Behold. Wow. This is my favorite area in all of VR. Personally. And I bet I have a lot of individuals who would agree with me on that front. That, oh yes, drop dead, gorgeous, like untold beauty. Wicked as fuck. Should I go get that fucking shit? Yeah, probably not. I'll get that later. Just want to get this fucking gray site first. Don't worry, I'll give you a better view of the area, but I need to go get some fucking shit first. The fact that we're getting Shadow of the Earth Tree in June, already beautiful as fuck and massive game is getting even more beautiful and becoming even bigger. And I'm over here just like, yeah, give me more. As I said before, with the fucking Shadow of the Earth Tree, it's probably going to be the size of somewhere between, like, just by sheer boss numbers, it's probably gonna be at least the size of Dark Souls 3, with all of the DLC content included, which was 26 bosses. That's the minimum. You know, they fucking Miyazaki-chan, he said 10 bosses, but that's 10 story bosses. By the way, they got like massive sharpshooting shit. I'm gonna give you a better view real quick. The Psych Fury, you're gonna be like, oh shit. That area is called Moglin Palace. And that area is beautiful. This is where we're gonna go for the Shadow of the Earth Tree to get in there in the first place. You see this shit? Is wow. This shit beautiful. I know, right? Is wow. I know. Now, I came here when I got here for. I needed a golden seed. This area is also way bigger. There's other areas you haven't seen. I think I want to keep it that way. You know, because, you know, you gotta have that sense of mystery. Now it's time to go into Altus Plateau. Get the harder medallion first. Oh, by the way, the view from the other side of that is just even more drop dead gorgeous. Like, you don't think you've seen the fucking gods or some shit, you know? That's what that's like. Yeah, we be eating well this year. Eating very well. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna get the fucking book over here so I don't have to come back here ever again. Yeah, bye bitches. You got me fucked up. I don't want to deal with y'all no more. There's a lot of motherfuckers that died there. Shit. I'm gonna teach you a little bit about what you can do with to fucking get everyone's aggro off of you. And save and quit your game and then come back in. It's just easier that way. Ta-da! Yeah, that's quicker. Then when you see Altus Plateau, you're gonna be like, oh shit. Now I would go put this area back in the nighttime, but Altus Plateau does not have, like, it is beautiful during the nighttime. It is, like, don't get me wrong, but it's just better during the day, game daytime. Limgrave is like my fourth favorite area. Altus is sixth. No, fifth. Montgomery is sixth. But like all of the early game is really top tier shit. The end game is cool, but like you haven't played this. I know you haven't. So like you don't have the same level of like I'll just skip this cutscene because it's pointless. It's useless. Other cutscenes I won't skip though. Before I let you feast your eyes upon this, I'm gonna go get a couple of gray sites first. A fucking dog yapping in my background. You speaking Japanese? Good. Fluent Japanese. You see this shit? This is beautiful. Now I'm gonna do what I always usually do. I'm gonna get all the golden seeds here and in I'm gonna go to Mount Gilmere first. First, I'm gonna take a small detour and get this gray side down here. You have yet to see Langdale. Langdale is also a really, really beautiful area too. Langdale was the name of the royal capital of where the seat of the Elden Throne is. Yeah, I don't care about your land tax. Now, usually this would be someone's. If I was going from the Ravine Veiled Village, because you don't need the Dectus medallions at all to get here. You could go from the Ravine Veiled Village and make your way up here. And this would be someone's first foray into the Altus Plateau area. But yeah, this shit is beautiful. How does he eat? Well, very well. Being evil. Actually, no, eating good. Well, actually, no, eating you will, because you are what you eat. Wait a minute. No, I'll take care of that. I'll go. Where do I get Trina's fucking weapon again? You accidentally swallowed a big red ant. Well, you just got more protein, so. As far as I'm concerned, you just ate. You just got more protein. Make sure you thank the spirit of the ant for nourishing you. That's not bad. That's not like, that's not gonna do you any damage. unless you're allergic to things that are like shrimp or whatever, because shrimp are sea bugs, and ants very much operate the same way. Yeah, it may have not felt pleasant going down, but like, I mean, you just got fresh food, your fucking protein. Yeah, like, this is a gorgeous view. I want to send you like, I don't want you to watch anything this week. It's probably all that fucking sugary fucking. Although I'd probably find some salt and gargle it though, just to help neutralize some of the bacteria. Yeah, I'm just showing you my most efficient way to make new characters in Elden Ring. Because, like, in Dark Souls 3, even Dark Souls, well, no, Dark Souls 3 is a lot easier to make builds. DS3, like, if someone drops you a batch of souls, just to get your level up to, the meta in that game is it's 120, but I prefer going to 133 just because I like the level and I like the number of I like that number. There's oh thanks. There's oh thanks. The best way I can tell you what this is like is it's just like one gigantic, like, huge labyrinth. And the ability to comprehend the level design is such a massive thing. This area is called Mount Gilmere, by the way. And Mount Gilmere is basically the volcano area. And there's literally a fucking area, like the legacy dungeon of this area. It's called Volcano Manor. And it is ruled by Rykard. Now, every single demigod, every single, like, individual that I'm naming, like Rykard, Renala, Godric, fucking Morgott. What you need to realize is that this is one gigantic family. Okay. One gigantic family, and there's, you know, they're a really dysfunctional family too, because, like, they obviously went to war with each other. It's super dysfunctional. Oh shit, I almost fucked up right there. Okay. Moog and Morgott are twins. Godric is from Godfrey's lineage, but Godric is like, he's the runt of the litter. He can't even be technically called even a demigod by the in-current standard. The only reason why the only reason why, like, motherfuckers give him, like, even a fucking ounce of knowledge, or, like, the fact that he even exists, is because he has a great rune, and that's it. It's unfortunate because Godric has my favorite OST in ER. Like, I wouldn't even give a fuck about him, because I like strength. I don't like weakness. I very much take after my Drelith brethren that way.
Dear Castle, will you please? I'm angry.
I do not fuck weak men or women. I do not do that. I only breed with strong. That's some bullshit. You know, weak motherfuckers. That's nasty. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the fuck out of here ASAP because I do not want to be dealing with a falling star beast. can look that up later, what those look like later. Still bonfire at the end. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was explaining how the fucking family works. Reichard is brothers with Radon, direct brothers with Radon, and also another individual who you don't know. Her name is Ronnie. There's also other stepchildren, or half brothers and sisters as well. The thing that will be shown to you in game is that Radigan individual who I said earlier. Radigan is literally Marika, okay? Radigan is Marika, okay? There's no distinction between the two. It is literally said in a very, very weird and wacky way. There's a statue in Langdale that you can use a very specific miracle called Law of Regression, and it contains that secret of what Radigan really is. And Radigan is Marika. I'm probably gonna get fucked right now. I'm not ready for any of this. The only reason why I'm gonna be doing any damage to this bitch is by bleed. Oh, oops. I need to go get those runes back. Quickest way. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do all of that, which I can do. And then, yeah, it's been a 3-hour stream. I'm probably gonna stop streaming after I complete, like, getting all of the map fragments and sacred tears and golden seeds. And sacrificial twigs. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking dip. I could not really care less. Can she just like dip already and go bye bye? I just want to dip. Uh-oh. Thank you. Okay, now since I'm already here, I'm not gonna fucking do any warping or whatever. Psych, the unfortunate thing is the fact that like the horse that we're riding right now, his name is Torrent. And, this is a small little nitpick, but I find this hilarious. The fact that he doesn't shit. In Red Dead Redemption 2, right? It's a pretty fucking famous game at this point. A fucking rock star. The horses in game, they can shit. You can literally see that happen right before your eyes. In here, though, well, this is all what he looks like. There's no deviation. There's no horse armors. There's no like torrent skins. There's no like this. This is what we have. And he doesn't shit, he don't do anything else. It's a small nitpick, but I find that hilarious. And yes, this is easily another, this is another like beautiful area. The reason why this area is all gold is because this is, beyond that wall. Beyond that wall, we're gonna be going into is the royal capital called Wayndell, and this area is ruled by Morgoth. Another one of the demigods. Now, the reason why I always, Morgoth is like not my favorite character is because, well, he's by all means, you probably haven't seen him yet, but I'll show when I'm done with all of this. I'm gonna go get, I'll do one of the boss fights. And I'll do Margit, because Margit and Morgoth are the same, okay? No one knows what he looks like, so, like, he gets the scales of anonymity to help bless him. before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other map fragment. Before I do anything else. Oh, I know. I love Elden Ring soundtrack a lot. They slap. They hit hard. They did not need to do that, but you know, shit. I'm not complaining. Since I'm already on this side of the wall, I'm gonna fucking go get the other gray site first. The one with the fucking shack. Hello, other viewer. I'm just building a brand new character for P for the fucking Shadow of the Erd Tree. Another viewer, like, fucking June cannot come fast enough. Oh. Take care of this. I'm gonna go get this fucking actually. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Everything, it's like the way that I build new characters. You know, as I said before, like, ER is so fucking massive. In Dark Souls 3, like, it can take 3 hours. Actually, probably more like 5 or 6. Because I like taking my time and being a lot more thorough than other individuals. Like, you can get a build done in like 5 hours. From start to the end game, you know, it's just a lot smaller. You know, so, you know, you're able to do a lot more with, you know, a lot less time. You know, this is still, like, this is huge. Like, when they said, like, Miyazaki and the fucking when Miyazaki-chan in those interviews was like, we want the like it's paraphrased, but like we want the player to experience like vastness. There was some fucking interview with that shit with him saying some shit like that, and that is exactly what happened. Like pre-Elden Ring, we didn't even like have the construct of like we thought that like Dark Souls 3, even Sekiro was massive. Even Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls 2, like if we're just going Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 without Demon Souls, Bloodborne, and Sekiro, Sekiro's really its own thing. Like, we thought Dark Souls 2 was just objectively their biggest game ever, because, like, Dark Souls 2 has, I think it's like 41 or 42 bosses, and even if the boss doesn't really feel like a boss, if it has a fucking health bar that pops up, like, at the bottom of the screen, then it's a boss. Dark Souls 2 went for more of the quantity approach. But yeah, like, it's still, like, huge. ER is, more massive. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta take her somewhere real quick. Oh, and by the way, with the fucking Dark Souls 3 thing, that is also DLC included. It's both DLCs. Five hours. If you know what you're doing and you're not dilly-dallying, you're not doing like extraneous quest lines, you're just going through the game and getting your Titanite upgrades, like, and all that. It is literally a 5-hour experience. At most you're spending 8 hours, but if you're being thorough, like it can take you 8 hours. You can do that pretty much in an entire sun up to sundown, and you would probably this is excluding multiplayer covenant items. This is excluding a bunch of other shit as well. Oh, I get to show you the worm faces now. You know, these are in the top 4 most grotesque in all of Elden Ring's bestiary. Once you see it, you'll know why. I'm just gonna trigger the worm face boss fight and then I'm dipping the fuck out of there. Yep. You can look them up as well. Bonfire VN has a video on them. But yes, they are grotesque as fuck. And yes, they are from the abyss. Oh, I need to go send you some weird crazy guy and a weird hot take on the Shadow of the Earth tree. Dude is like fucking bonkers. Okay, so I got all of that done. Oh yeah, there's one more gray site that I forgot to get. Actually, 2. We'll do it that way. What was I doing? So, strength, dex, and int. Oh, looks like I don't need to do much for stat investment. Where can I get a fucking somber smoking stone 5 again? It's really easy. Is there one out here?
Good boy. Are you here as a customer? Ah.
exactly where I needed to be as well, so I can go get that other gray site. And then next is, I'm gonna go get the weapon real quick. It's time to upgrade that. I'm gonna need a second Trina's. This character, by the way, is built off of sleep. This is basically just pure sleep build. Before I end the stream, I'm gonna go into Mugwin Palace. And you see these big ass birds right here in front of us, right? Those are called the monstrous crows. Now, in Mugwin Palace, there are monstrous crows there, but you'll see why. I mean, when I say grotesque, I mean, oh shit. You know, for me, when it comes to like bestiaries and you know, studying monstrosities and shit, that kind of comes with the territory. You know, of fucking studying dismal shit. And, you know, video games tend to help embody that further. There are some other optional areas that I haven't shown you, but I don't think I should, because, like, you know, you really do need to play this, dude, in order to really, truly, like, get the most out of it. Hello, second viewer. Just saying, Shadow of the Earth Tree Hype. June cannot come fast enough, dude. Hold on, I need to look up where I can go find a somber smithing stone of 5. Easy. Oh yeah, okay, I can go get that. This is the 6. Oh, 420. What I'm doing right now, psych, is I'm upgrading. Can we get a faster horse somehow? Nope, this is it. We really need to be able to fucking fly. Like, there are mods that I've seen where, like, a dude literally pulled out a fucking sword. Just a fucking a magical glintstone sword, just to fucking fly around. I saw this on the gram a couple days ago, and I was like, "You're just surfing." of like just why we don't have this. No, we can't. I don't know why we can't ride on this fucking astral death serpent. Because that's their official title, those kind of dragons. Like, why we can't just do that, I have no idea. Like, that would be so fucking cool. I think it's right here. Like, you have no idea how hype that would be. That would be so fucking cool, by the way.
I presume. I am an old Koto here, perhaps. Oh, when I'm a... If you come to... I am a... You don't know.
Now that'll make this so much easier. Okay, 14. I'm gonna go 20 there. And 20 dex as well. With 20 strength. Man, when we already have the fucking skies all being pink and shit. It's like, what the fuck? Well, time to do the first boss. First boss fight of this fucking character. What am I gonna have to fucking use for armor? Well, it doesn't use like armor per se. Not in like the conventional sense. This is gonna be super fucking cheeky. Lalo's build was gonna be super cheeky. Hello, lowercase HTML. Oh.
Foul tarnished. In search of the Elden Ring. Emboldened by the flame of ambition.
And this is Morgoth. He's one of the demigods. But you're not supposed to know this by now. I'm just telling you, this is the same dude, okay?
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Let it be Margit the Fell. Thou art of passing skill. Warrior blood must truly run in thy veins. Tarnished.
Oh my. Thanks for helping me out anyways. I should have just left it by now.
I shall remember thee, tarnished, smoldering with thy meager.
I will show you a little bit of Stormveil on this character. And then I'm going to switch over to another character. But this is the first Legacy Dungeon. Now, the Legacy Dungeons... Elden Ring really truly is a split between two separate games and one. We have, like, you know, the open world, like, layered pancakes. And then we have the very streamlined entries of, the very streamlined, you know, supposedly they say when, you know, if you look at, like, the marketing material, they would have said, like, seamless. Yeah, when I hear seamless, I hear like multiple different ways to get into. Like, multiple ways to get into Legacy Dungeons, and every single Legacy Dungeon has really truly only one way to get in them, without multiple ways of, like, getting into each Legacy Dungeon. Now I'm going to show you the fourth most grotesque monstrosity. Actually, I would have to say these are, like, my number one the Elden Ring bestiary. This is non-boss enemies, by the way. So you saw those big-ass orbs from Caled, right? Well, these is what they look like. Over here. And I need to get the fuck out of here, because those motherfuckers, they hit hard. And they're not kind. They will fuck your shit up. And they won't even give a fuck while doing it. Before I end the stream, I'm going to show you what it looks like from the other side. I'm not going to show you every single area, but I will show you a significant portion. Like, you really did get a significant portion of the entire game. So, you remember that scene where it was from... oh shit, I don't even have that fucking gray side down there. Actually, no, I won't do that. Wow. Yeah, it never gets old. I wonder if that's all gonna say, like, gorgeous view ahead. Oh, and just letting you know, this area right here, touching this right here is where we're gonna be going into the shadow of the Erd tree. And yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right now. That was cool. Thanks for joining, Psych.